been talking a lot about networking, but today we have a step-by-step guide about how to do that. Joining me is Kathy Robertson with TurningPoint in Arlington, Massachusetts. Networking is critical, isn't it?
It is the absolute essential tool for any job seeker this year. It's always been critical to a job search, but what I'm finding is that the people who are networking effectively are the ones who are getting informational interviews, phone screens, jobs, and offers. And that's the big differentiator in people who are actually making progress in their search.
Let's start off at square one. If you lose your job, how do you begin this networking process? It seems mammoth.
Well, I think a lot of people have these fears and concerns because they've built up networking to be this awful, onerous, salesy kind of process. But it really begins with, number one, being focused on what kind of job you want next. Number two, connecting with former colleagues, not just from the place that you just left, but also from anyone that you were even remotely on good terms with in any of the former places that you've worked. And online tools like LinkedIn are a great way to do that, where you can look up coworkers and where they've been. And what you really want to do is just reach out to them and say, A, how are you? Because you don't want it to be completely one-sided and help me, help me, help me. So, pick up where you left off with the person, find out about their family, etc. But be clear about what it is that you're looking for and how they can help you.
All right, more tips coming up. I'm Paul Matadine. Do you need a spark to ignite your stagnant job hunt? Well, we here at Job Hunt News are ready to do the job. Head over to jobhuntnews.com and schedule your free consultation to learn how we can provide weekly one-on-one kickstart sessions that could be exactly what you need to get your job search into high gear. Act now and we'll even give you 3 sessions for the price of 2. That's 1 free. We all need people in life to help us keep moving, and here at jobhuntnews.com, we want to see you succeed. And now back to the interview. Kathy, so one of the worst things you could do is just send a mass email and ask people for a job, isn't it?
Well, I actually see a lot of bad examples of that, where people, in frustration and desperation, copy their entire email address book and send out an email that says something like, I will do anything, I'm open to whatever, I want to work around good people. Well, you and a million other people have that same desire. So what you really have to do is go one by one, connect with different people, bring up examples of how you worked well together, look up potential connections that they have on LinkedIn and ask if you can be introduced to that person. But really make it personal, because this whole networking process is about honesty and authenticity and trust. And if people feel like you're trying to market to them, or that they're just one of a number of people that are on your mailing list, they're not going to go the extra mile to help you.
Is it worth picking up the phone and just making a call instead of emailing?
It kind of depends. People are a little bit busy and frantic these days, so I think it's okay to start with email, but unless you knew the person really well. But the point of the email should be to try to get it from an online interaction into a phone conversation, maybe a 20-minute chat. I do see some clients who will not know someone that well and will immediately go to, hey, can I meet you for lunch or coffee? And if you don't know the person that well, actually they get a little freaked out by that. So you may want to start out with the phone.
The name of the game is keep it natural.
Yeah, you've got to be yourself, because if they're going to recommend you for an opening, if you really think about it, you have certain credits with other people. You've worked well with them. You've been a good friend to them. They have certain credits with their boss, with their neighbor. They're not going to use one of those credits if they feel like you're coming across as pushy or fake or unfocused.